Changing.
Whose heart is this? This like the Tussin. This like the promethazine with codeine.
This is the
Actually,
it's
I think
half of it.
Actually, I think it is. I saw his
It's,
thing when he went on live. He showed it.
It's either promethazine or codeine. It's one of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, it's not both.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah. It's
I want to say it's codeine.
I want to say it's codeine. Yeah.
It's the green. What's the green?
Mm-hmm.
Tuss. That's Trish. Nah, that's Trish. That's
But it
Trish.
said codeine on the thing, unless he had a different thing. He just bullshit.
Yeah, we bought
That's
it from the
Trish.
drink, man.
It's
Yeah.
Activist. You got Walkhart, and then you got Trish.
Yeah, I think that's
It might be that.
Activist, you got Walkhart, then you got Trish. Yeah.
Are we live?
Are we already going?
Yeah, it's on the splash page. I'm about to put it on y'all in 3, 2.
This is, hey, hold up, my bad, y'all. Hey, we live. We just came off of a live. This is a crazy day. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Jet with Pop Austin Media. I got Big Gang in the building, the hottest A&R in the city. In Texas. Central Texas. There you go. That's how you said it, Central Texas. Or just say Texas. Talk your stuff.
All over. Chicago, I'm global.
Yeah. Let's get you
CEO,
right.
NQA Management and Media. Senior Vice President, Double O Records. A&R Department, all that good stuff. A&R Extraordinaire. Been doing this for a long time. Professionally, been doing it for like 3 years. But been in the game forever, since a kid, since I was a youngin'. Like, always been a fan of hip hop. Always was in the culture. I used to rap.
Hold up for the check. They asking what's an A&R, just to establish
That's
what
crazy.
you
Ooh.
do. Yeah, they
See,
say.
that's one of my questions, but go ahead.
Okay. I just start off with me, like far as like how I got started, and then I'll leave.
Where you from, real quick?
I'm from Chicago.
Hey, what is an
But what is an A&R for the people?
All right, what is an
A&R?
A&R? Artist and repertoire. Basically, like the what you would consider a person that specializes in artist development and finds talent. Like, basically, what I do is I can search, seek, and identify a good artist, talent. Like, I kind of, and it's not just as easy as people think it is. It's
You're
not,
like scouting a NBA player, NFL
Yeah.
player. That doesn't take that takes
that
a lot of skill.
expertise.
Yeah,
Because it's like you can be fooled. You can be fooled. Like one song, and a lot of A&Rs will hear one song from an artist and be like, "Oh my God, he's the next coming to Jay-Z," and take it to the label. And really, that's what's going on right now in the rap game. Like a lot of the A&Rs, they come from that old guard. So they hear one hit and they like, okay, do we got followers? Do they got 20K subscribers? Like, what's up? Let's put them on. And not realizing like it's about artist development still. Mm-hmm. That's still a part of the game. So A&R is basically that. I manage as well, but I stepped back from the management. Like that's a tedious task.
Oh, bro,
It's a tedious task.
It's like a doctor's office.
It's babysitting. It's glorified babysitting. I love it, but it's like it's glorified babysitting.
You rather go out there and be like, all right, this dude, he's dope.
Let's put him in the studio.
You work with him, and
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go find the next
Yeah,
guy.
you work with him. If you need me to really get in the studio, now,
Yeah,
however, the expertise that I do have being an A&R is like I'm familiar with beat making.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm like a Diddy, all the way. Diddy, Dr. Dre. I've never seen Diddy touch a keyboard, make a
But
beat,
you know how to organize.
But I know how to organize. I know how to orchestrate. An A&R is basically that. I can hear a beat and know what artist this is for. I can tell if somebody wrote for you. I can tell if your shit is ghost written. I can tell if it's plagiarized. I can tell if you bought it off YouTube, because that's the extensive knowledge that you have to have as an A&R. I know if your beats are bought, leased. I know if you went on YouTube and it's 30 other niggas with the same beat.
How many type beats, percentage wise, you get type beats from YouTube? Because you know that's the new thing now. 90%.
Oh man, the NQA email every day. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sitting on about 2,000-3,000 beats.
Jeez.
From dudes from Switzerland, Poland, Germany, Mexico,
And
New
they
York,
get busy out
and
there.
they get busy overseas in the hip hop scene.
They take
get
that
busy.
serious.
There's some dudes over there that actually got placements with these artists here. Like one of NBA YoungBoy's main producers is a guy from overseas. One of Lil Baby main producers that he gets his beats from, Murder Beats.
Yeah, I'm about to say Murder. You perfect. I'm about to say Murder Beats isn't from here.
Yeah, Murder Beats ain't from
Murder
America.
Beats went crazy.
It went crazy,
especially during the pandemic. That boy didn't make it. There was no pandemic for him
Not at all.
But all right, before we get too much into it, because I got a lot of stuff for A&R to talk about. Let's just briefly get over to. Where you originally from?
I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
We talked about it, but for the people, so Chicago.
Born and raised, South Side, low end, 39th.
So you know about that,
Yeah.
So when you see people out here talking about that
gangster shit,
you
I mean, I can speak on it. Like me personally, I'm from the South Side of Chicago. Yeah, you can look at me, you can tell. Yes, I'm a gangster disciple. Yeah, gangster disciple.
I ain't gonna say that, but you said it.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I stand on that. Yeah, I'm a gangster disciple. I can honestly say the gang coach out here. When I got out here, I was like, whoa, and it wasn't like it was like a shock because it's like. They bang different out here. Like it's Crips and Bloods. And where I'm from, they don't exist. It's Vice Lords, GDs, Stones, Four Corner Hustlers. You got Latin Kings. You got 30 different types of Vice Lords. You got Undertakers. You got Conservatives.
Undertaker.
Yes.
If somebody call me, if somebody's an Undertaker, they're a problem.
Tell your mans over there to Google it. You think I'm bullshitting? Undertaker,
No, I believe you.
Undertaker Vice Lords. It's a faction.
I heard of Vice Lords.
Yeah, it's a faction of the Vice Lords. But with me, my hood, where I'm from, my hood is called Murder Town. Like I'm a Murder Town gangster, MTG. That's the name of my neighborhood. And I hate saying it, but I'm gonna be real. Like it ain't. I'm not. No way condoning or championing it's great to be a gang member or
because you're not looking for that as
because I got out of there. I got shot 4 times. Like this beautiful smile, you look at these veneers. I got shot in the face. I got shot in the back. I got shot in the leg. I got shot in the hand. See this finger crippled. I can't feel nothing in this hand.
Damn.
I mean I can't feel nothing this side of my finger.
Was that in all one sitting?
This was all in Chicago. Yeah.
But
4 different times.
4 different times.
Yeah, I got shot in my back while I was with my mom. All that. I had to leave Chicago.
So you knew what it was like from 50. You felt that.
Yeah, I felt that.
So you survived a gunshot in the face.
Yeah.
So you need
if
to
you
be
look close
here.
enough, I got if you look close right here, you see I got a scar right here. I got and then you look close right here, I got plates. I got plates on my face. So yeah.
Did it? I hate to ask, but did it change the way you talked at all, or you were able to keep your same? Because I know 50s his changed.
It changed the way I talk a lot. Like before I got shot, I had a real high pitch yo. Ooh, I was skinnier, and I had a high pitch if I got mad, man, I was like that.
Yeah.
After I got shot, it was like yo. It was like yo, it definitely messes with you.
Damn, in the face was it? God, bro, I can either way it sucks.
Yeah, when it rained, the last few days it was raining. Man, it was not pretty. I was in pain. I was in pain bad.
So when it rains, it hurts?
Badly. If you got metal in your body and you've been shot, anybody who's viewing and watching this, they probably can comment yeah, he ain't cap. I got a screw right here, a pin. You see the scar right here?
Yeah.
So I got a pin right here, and then I got a pin right here that run down there. So that hurts. Then I got some in my back. Little pin that's keeping it closed. Then I got screws right here. Then I got a little plate right here.
See, my brother has 1 screw in his.
I got some in the leg too though.
Yeah, he said it wasn't even from getting shot. He just broke his leg from motorcycle, and he said sometimes something can touch it, and it can just just irritates it.
Yeah, the first time I got shot, I was 12. Damn. So it was
see, nobody 12 should be getting.
But that's Chicago though. You understand and that's why I understand where I come from. I understand that, because I was one of them kids. So that's why when I see a lot of the rap beefs and I see the music industry, I see how it works, and I see a lot of these dudes just around here, it's y'all don't understand, man. Y'all rushing to die. And it's she'll tell you, and I'm saying, I tell you, since she been knowing me, hell, I get a call every other month from the crib. Somebody dead. You done lost a friend. You done lost homies. Within the past 3 years, and people close to me, I'm talking about that we done met, we done seen, saw, done came visit. I'm talking about we take my home, a month later, yeah, you know, little homie that came down here to come see, yeah, man, you know, Shake, yeah, he dead. What? Like that.
Oh, Chicago.
And he was supposed to come back to Texas. He was supposed to come stay with me. And he was supposed to come back for the 4th of July, and he got killed. He got killed 3 days before he was supposed to come back here.
Would you able to...
And that's one of the, and I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the, I don't got a lot of regrets in life, but that's one of my major regrets. Like, I didn't get my dude out of there sooner.
But the thing is like...
You gotta want that.
You gotta want that.
And my mom had to tell me, like, hey, the more you do and the more you go through and the more you achieve, you ain't gonna be able to save everybody.
No.
And I just now learned that, like, within the last month or two, 3 months, like, it's impossible to please everybody.
You can't if you leave somebody to the water and they don't drink it.
It's on them.
You can't force them to drink
guilty.
it.
R.I.P. my little dude Shake, man. Like
I feel you for feeling
but
guilty.
it's just I'm glad I can get on the podcast and I can share these experiences and I can tell y'all about this because like that's what made me cling more harder to the music, the street shit. I tell all you kids out there, to all these kids, all these young dudes, I want to look at the camera and say this, bro. It's more than one way to skin a cat. If you really serious with this music, the game is wide open now. Invest in yourself. Mm-hmm. Take that dope money, take that weed money, whatever you got going, and put that shit in your dream, what you want to really do. Because man, the streets drying up. It's dying. The streets ain't the same no more. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I'm 34. I was the last little generation of when it was really morals and shit in the streets.
When you was outside.
When I was outside, like it was different. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I was out 8 years old. I've been on my own since I was 8. So I know, like, I was running into the dudes that was on the basketball court, like, hey, little nigga, go in the house. We about to blow. They not doing that no more. They just shooting.
Oh, they shooting in like look at Takeoff when he got hit. They just shooting. They don't even look.
It was an order. It was an order of fashion. Like with that would like in my day that would never happen. Because it would have been some dudes like when I'm gonna keep it real. When I used to be in Chicago, you know, y'all know about Bump J, right? Goon Squad, Bump J. Y'all know about that shit. Yeah, BOE, all them niggas had it. Yeah. When I was younger and I was running with them cats, Slap Polaroid, all them Brain Hustle, like I used to run with them cats. So I know, like, when rappers would come to the city, they was protected. When rappers would come to the city, it was like, we know if we do something to these dudes, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna mess up all the money. Man, it was so man, I'm talking about we would be on the east side of Chicago. I'm talking about everybody would come through. Trajan Langdon, from that used to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers, used to come through. I don't know if you know about Tony Allen. He from Chicago.
Tony Allen. One of the best defenders in the league.
I know Tony Allen personally. Like the only bad thing I can say about not being home, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I can say this. The best thing for me is to be in Texas, cause at home I have too much power. I can do too much. It's right there.
So like, what real quick? Cause we're gonna get into that. What would transition you to music to actually like take a liking to it, understand it, get into it, and understand the artist development side of things? Like, kind of just transitioning through that. Like, was there an artist that inspired you?
Yes.
I know we talked before.
Yeah,
Quincy Jones is is the GOAT. Sorry,
all right.
He is the GOAT.
He's
touched so many records I didn't even know he touched.
Y'all ready?
Michael Jackson, Thriller. That's all you gotta say.
Oh yeah, but then on top of that,
competition.
Yeah,
I mean, what competes with Thriller?
Nothing. No, I'm just saying. But on top of that, what he did is just ridiculous. Cyndi Lauper. I didn't know he did Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Like,
man.
Damn.
I'm gonna keep it real. All right. Start from just.
And he's a player.
Of course.
God,
he had old girl from the Mod Squad. That was his. That was. What was her name? Not Cindy Crawford. What was her name?
I know
she
you're
was
talking
like, you know
about.
what I'm talking about. She was on Mod Squad.
And he's like 80 years old, still drinking.
He said one thing. He said, "Never let you and your significant others both age equal to 100." That's crazy.
Keep you young.
And I like me some Rashida Jones, but go ahead.
Man, I would have to honestly say, I don't want to get a cliche like, well, since I was a little boy.
Well, fuck yeah, let it fly.
I loved, but I'm going to just be honest with you. My love of music come from my dad. and my dad, he deceased. He not here no more.
R.I.P.
Your earliest moments of hip hop usually come from your older male influence. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
And my dad, he used to be riding around the city and had me with him. You know how to go. Your mom, take him to the house and then take him with you. So my mom would stick me with my dad, and I would just ride with him. He had like, I don't know if you remember. Y'all remember the i8, the 8 series old school BMWs, the ones that was on the pink cookies in the plastic bag building. Yeah. In the building, my pops had that. He had the black one, the series 8 2-door coupe. So we used to slide, and he would just play. He was from New York originally, so that's where a lot of my love of hip hop come from. My dad from the Bronx. My people, my dad's side of the family, they're immigrants. They're from Nigeria. My pops ran away and left New York, and somehow, some way, migrated to fucking Chicago. To this day, like how he did it, I don't even know.
He said, "I'm gonna stay in the cold,"
but he did it. He met my mom, and it was that. But my dad, he was like a hip hop. He was a hip hop head, and he had came over here, and he like in the early '80s, and he loved music. So naturally, you got your son with you. You playing music. You learning about Twister, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Scarface, Big Mike.
So you got to see Kanye's rise, like from the local side of Chicago, and then going up. And then what was the other dude? Channel Cinco.
Channel 5.
5. I said Cinco.
I got a chance to really see Kanye, Common, Lupe Fiasco. I was gone by time Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah,
that came about. But Lupe, Kanye, remember LEP Bogus Boys?
Yeah,
Mooney and Count Mooney. That's one of my closest friends. Like I still, he a stone, and I fuck with him. Like the gang coach in Chicago, like it's weird. Like
did you guys see the drill come up with?
I seen it. I was there. I was in Chicago. I was home.
What was you thinking when you first heard drill? Was you like, this is gonna make it, or you like, nah? This
you want to know
work?
Some real shit? I knew it was gonna be what it was because we was living it. We was living it. You gotta understand. It was from. We gotta understand when they started tearing the projects down. That's when it started. They started tearing the projects down like the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We watching this happen. We watching them tear down buildings and send everybody out. We watching them send everybody out. We watching the Robert Taylor homes get tore down. See, what people don't understand, Cabrini Green was the last to go. My project so happens to be a landmark, so my project's still up, but they're low rises. Like they're low rises. Like they not high rises. So they met the HUD. Well, you know how it is. The HUD, the city ordinance, to where it was like they let them stay. But where I stay historically, where I'm from historically, Bronzeville, that was the black belt of Chicago. Like where I'm from in Chicago, the lower south side, that's where, like Bridgeport, where the old mayors, the Irish, Chicago's the most, first let me say this, Chicago is the most segregated city in the country.
You don't think over the South? Because the South has some
No. If you look it up, this is statistically speaking. If you look it up right now, Google it. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. We can Google it. Chicago is the most segregated and most corrupt police. It's the most segregated city, and we have the most corrupt police.
That would make a lot of sense.
Like I got homies who's on the police force. Like I got homies like that I can go home and be like, hey, bro, where you at? I need an escort. Take me here, and they're gonna come.
So you think they be letting a lot of stuff slide?
They let a lot of stuff slide.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm like this. If you getting caught for killing in Chicago, you was stupid.
Oh.
You was stupid. You was sloppy. You was really, really sloppy. If you got caught with a body in Chicago or you got caught with a gun in Chicago, you was sloppy. You was very sloppy. It's literally like GTA there. I wouldn't make this up. This is like GTA.
Bro, I hear you take a right turn or left turn and you in the wrong spot.
And I'm gonna say that's cap too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's some good. It's man. It puts like this. The war zone already declared. The war zone already declared. It's been like that. I'm gonna tell you like this in Chicago, and I tell everybody this for the people that's watching, just the people that don't understand. Our shit is almost like a holy war.
Okay.
We've been warned since this shit been happening since the 50s, the 60s.
I can see that.
So the way I look at it, like I say, with the gang culture, me coming from there to here, I was like, y'all ain't really got no ops out here. Y'all don't really
Fake ops.
Y'all got fake ops. Y'all don't got no real ops. Like y'all, like you see, I got shot 4 times before I turned 21. All these gunshots occurred from 12 to 19. Yeah,
You ain't even old enough to drink yet, bro.
so yeah, all this shit is happening. All this shit is going on at that time. So it's like with the music, it was like the music was gonna get me out. I used to rap. I don't know if y'all familiar with DJ Sean Mack and Shadyville DJs, but I used to like go to the studio. I used to rap. I used to do all that. I was like, I can rap to this day. Like if you be in the studio with me and my artist was in there, like I think I did it for them like once. We was in the studio and I rapped and they was like, oh shit.
When did you when you was rapping, when did you go like the AR route? A&R route, sorry.
You know what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm going to tell you how I got to Texas. I got to Texas because I had an attempted murder charge.
Okay.
And this is back in the day, in 2006, 2005, 2006. This is America losing the war in Iraq. What were they needing back then? It was a mass deployment. It was soldiers.
Yep.
And this was my first charge. And they was like, look, take this deployment or you can sit in here for 5 years. You can get the fuck on out of Chicago. You got to leave. And we'll let you out. We'll let you go. Because I was already sitting in on 18 months. And they was like, go. They was like, I swear, I had a welfare hearing. My mom was there, and I never forget, the recruiter walked in the courtroom, and I'm flirting. I'm like, I like them ACUs. I like your uniform. She like, oh, you going to be wearing one soon. I'm like, what?
She wasn't back.
And the judge like gave it to me like, if you need to complete enlistment in the United States military, and we'll let you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You 18, you got a whole life ahead of you. Wow. It's your first major offense. Go. And that's how I ended up here. So it was like with the whole thing with the rap. Once I started, I took off a long time. So by the time I got done with everything, like just going through life, I looked up and I was like 28, 29. And I was like, for me, I felt like I was too old to be a rapper.
Which is crazy nowadays. They got
Which is crazy because shit.
Look at Jay, look at Nas,
people just getting started at 35.
Know what I know
look
now?
At 2 Chainz. He got
his break at 36 years old.
Yeah.
And so look at that.
Titty boy,
hey, it's a joke we have. And I say it to her all the time. I say it to my artists, and I just be playing, but I be for real. I like, Young Jeezy wasn't supposed to be a rapper.
He wasn't.
I joke and I say this, but I always play with that in my mind, just a teensy weensy bit. If shit was to ever go really bad and like niggas was getting locked up and it was like no motion, no artist, and I had to break, and I was sitting on a gold mine and I had to rap and break the glass, I would. I would.
Do you think a lot of cats are sitting on their rights right now?
Yeah.
Especially out here, because the lane's like, of course, Quinn's, the NFN's doing motion.
But you got one thing they don't got is that background. You know what I'm saying?
That
lifestyle.
A lot of
they
people
ain't been shot up like you. You know,
a lot of people probably watching this know me and shit like that. Like a lot of people that know me, like my street ties like kind of run deep. Like I've been doing this. I ain't gonna say I've been doing this shit. Like my family. Yeah. My dad on Gangland. Put it to you like that. My dad on episode of Gangland.
Gangland.
Yeah, my dad on Gangland. Like my father and my uncles them on Gangland. You gotta understand, like when people talk to me and they realize who I am, like when I'm in the club or certain niggas see me or they realize like who or they know my people, they be like, oh.
So big gang really like.
Yeah, it means something like big gang. Like nigga, it means something. So a lot of niggas when they see me, they mean like, you Wu-Tang, like, yeah. And I try to be like humble as possible because you don't want that moniker, but I'd be a lie to tell you if that shit don't mean something.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
It carry weight, but you got to know how to handle that. Like I'm gracious. You see, I'm gracious. I'm very gracious. Like I don't use that shit to be like because I can do that, but it's like at the end of the day, I don't want to muscle up. Like I want to use this shit to change lives. If I'm gonna use my presence and I'm gonna use my aura, whatever you want to call it, I'd rather use it for something to change lives. Because you don't help.
You don't be.
We done did the destructive shit already. Mm-hmm. We done did that already. Like look at how much destruction and rock we done bought. We done did that already.
Still going on. Like I tell these dudes out here that's beefing and everything, man. Like when motherfuckers was into it with Quinn, all that shit, like I was just more so like, man, like focus on the beef. We can do this if this what you want to do.
But this ain't really what we need to do because we trying to get to where we going.
But Quinn's a really, like, what I say about Quinn is he's a good,
he's not a bad
genuine dude. Like, when people got problems with him, I'm like, dude, if you sit and talk with Quinn, he is the coolest.
They be having problems with themselves. So
I don't lie.
They don't love themselves. That's what it is. They're not even confident in themselves. If you was really confident, you'd be like, "Yo, Quinn, I rock what you doing. We gonna make this city happen." And that's what we ask all the time. Is like, what's gonna make more Quins? You can't just have one Quinn. That's what made ATL.
You can't have one Quinn.
Double was on his way.
Double was on his way.
That's a good segue to.
It's
like this. Talk about Double.
With Double is man, that's my dude. I love him.
Shout out Double.
Yeah, shout out to Double. Shout out to Double. Shout out to my man Donnie Birdhouse.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, Bird. That's my man. Like, man, I'm gonna say this. He taught me so much about patience. Yeah, like, bruh, like before him, I was the most impatient dude ever. I got kids, and I was like, that's different. With him, it was like. He taught me patience because, like, you in business with somebody else that's growing and learning. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's not your pace. It's their pace. See, that's what you got to realize with this when you in my position. And I can say this. It's not, if you're an A&R, you a manager, you behind the scenes, it's going to be selfless. You're not going to get thanks. You're not going to get shouted out. You're not going to get the Instagram post. Mm-mm. You're not going to get credit. Like, I'm going to be 100. You're not. Like, nobody gives a fuck until you make them rich. And that's just real.
They
nobody
still don't care.
And I thought, at first, like, man, I was invaluable. Like, man, what motherfuckers fuck with me? Like, yeah. Nah. And they fuck, like, you only good as your last hit or your last act you bring a motherfucker.
Yep.
They, like, literally, I thought I was expendable. I thought I was unexpendable. Like, period. Like, and you realize, like, with artists, like, they not trying to move shiesty or funny. Is the part of the game. They looking for self-preservation. Mm-hmm. And with Dubbo, what I can say with Kid is, he's never been on some exile shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He ain't never been on no grimy shit. He ain't never been on no grimy shit like, man, fuck them, let me do my thing, or man, take this nigga off the paperwork, or fuck this or fuck that. Like, nah, he ain't one of them dudes. I just think it is he just a young wild nigga, and it come with the territory of dealing. Like, if anybody else could deal with an artist like that, it would be me, because I used to be that, so I understand where a lot of that shit come. Yeah, I do all the time, and that's
so,
why.
Like, hey man, don't move like that.
And you know what's crazy?
And don't do this.
And you know what's crazy? Me and him had them talks all the time. And that's why.
Not saying it's him doing it.
Not saying it's not him. It's just
other artists.
It's, man, you gotta understand. He done had kids. He done been on tour. If anything, I'm more so happy that he got some time off to go through life. Cause now you appreciate this shit more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You got more to talk about.
Now you appreciate this shit more. Now you understand. You can't fuck off the money. Now you understand you can't move like this. Now you understand if you do this gonna happen. Like, it's everybody first go round. Even for me, like, this was my first time dealing with a label. And once I got in the door, I thought it was gonna change lives. Like, I'm thinking like, man, oh, we in the game, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm like, we in the game. I'm really thinking like, once I got us in the door, we there. And I didn't know, like, nah, it don't work like that. Mm-hmm. It don't work like that. When you sign to a label, when you deal with a record label, it's like, I love them. I love Baby Grand. I love our partners. They dope. But it's like, you learn quickly. Like, it ain't just no more flying off the handle and doing what the fuck you want to do. Mm-mm. It's like, you gonna have to hit somebody up. Like, the smallest thing, from an Instagram post to a show.
We know firsthand.
From an Instagram post to a show, you be thinking like you not doing nothing wrong, because it's like, we been moving like this, and it's like, nah, we gotta handle up, and we got a real deal.
There's a lot of moving parts.
And it's like, you think the shit you be thinking hard, like, they don't necessarily think that shit hard. Like, they'll be like, that's pennies.
And see, we get a lot of flack because we always take the label side, like Diddy. Whenever the Mace was saying, "Oh, he owes me money," like, huh? How does Diddy owe you money, bro? Or, you know, there's some stuff that happened and just different things that even D's talked about. We're always pro label, and people are like, "Why are you pro label?" Because they're putting all the money into everything.
I'm gonna tell you something. I wish I could just bring her in the camera, because, man, she's been a vital part of my success. Come here, man. Come over here.
We got it. Yeah.
Because I gotta really, there you go. I gotta explain this like real. When I got in the game, and I can say this, a lot of the shit I thought it was gonna be one way. She was telling me like, when we do this, when we start this, because I'm gonna explain something. This is my business partner. Mm-hmm. She's 50% owner of NQA Management and Media. Yeah. She owns, this is my business partner. Like,
boss
this is how deep this is. Like, bro, she gave me the money to start the company. Like, nigga, we was in bed, laid up, and she was like, you want to manage? Here. Like, she gave me the money to get to where I was at. Oh. So it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than that. Like, I wouldn't even start at the company if she wouldn't have been like, that's what you want to do? Do it. What's the name? I was like, no questions asked, management media. She gave me her card and was like, gave me her car keys and was like, go downtown and do it.
Do it. You gotta know. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
So it was that simple. So a lot of stuff in the game, she more so technical. See, me, I'm artistic. I'm a visionary. So I just, I want to paint pictures. I want to create masterpiece albums. I want to be the next Dr. Dre, the next Leroy Cohen. I don't want to be the next Diddy. I want to be like the next Phil Spector, the next Clarence Avant. I want to be the next Kevin Lyles. Like, I have no interest in that. And she had to make me realize, like, nah, like, you gonna do this, you think you gonna make money, you not. But I wasn't listening because I was so happy. She was telling me like, oh,
that excitedness can get you, boy.
And I wasn't listening. I'm thinking like she curbing my happiness or my enthusiasm.
She
just
real,
telling me,
bro.
but she keeping it real. She let me know like,
slow down. We on to something.
You know, and the whole time I'm locking in with artists, all that. She letting me know, but I'm so green. I'm gonna be 100. I'm street smart, but to that business side, I was green. I'm thinking like artists gonna be locked in with me forever. Nah, cause she was telling me this. But I want to create, I want to win. She's the business aspect. Like, nah, you got to get paperwork, you got to get contracts, you got to release music like this, or you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, it's totally different. So nah. The shit that I know as far as like with the labels and shit, she made me realize like, nah, with the labels, you got to pay that money back.
Yep.
You got to pay that money back.
They giving you money, but you got to remember, you got to.
Yeah, she
spend that money.
Like, bro, like the way shit went, I'm telling you, I thought she was being a party pooper. And she wasn't. She was just telling me the ugly rears of the business. Like, no, you think you're going to win? You think you're going to be rich? Nigga. Like, it's a little more than that to win. So that's what that was. And I can honestly say, like, with the labels, I'm pro label because what y'all got to understand, she was telling me this shit. They businessmen. They investors. They just got a name. They just got a name. They're a record label. They just invest. When they give you that advance, you got to pay that back. When they fly you out, you got to pay that back. When they buy your beats, you got to pay that back. Everything goes back into the pot. You going to be in the negative for a minute unless you get a platinum, super duper YouTube, TikTok hit. You going to be out of there. You going to be paying. And it's like, that's not the label fault because you wanted $2.5 million. That's not the label fault because you wanted $100K. That's not.
You spent it on a chain.
You spent it on a chain. Nobody told you to spend your rap budget on a chain.
Market. That's when you need to put the marketing in so that you can see like, okay, they see, okay, if he's putting in marketing in, okay, well, you know what? He at least did that. They'll probably figure something out.
And it's like, here's
the thing. Spend on a chain. They're like, this dude.
And here's the thing. A lot of artists, like, they have investors. They rap money be gone. They rap money. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all some real. I'm gonna look in the camera and give y'all some real fast. Y'all that rap, y'all dudes that rap, I will say this and I will be sincere as possible. You gonna run through that rap check
quick.
You gonna run, yeah. Focus in because I want to talk to the artists. I want them to know this. You guys that rap money, y'all gonna run through that. Ain't no more million. Hey, look, unless you've proven star power and you blew up already, you are not getting $1 million. No label is giving you $2-3 million to fuck off. I need every artist that's watching this to understand that. We are not in the year 2000, 2003 no more when labels was giving 50 Cent them and Kanye them $4-5 million deals out the gate.
But 50 Cent had a big
But
buzz.
exactly. You can have a buzz.
Kanye was doing stuff with huge artists.
But see, here's the thing. You can have a buzz now and it don't mean nothing.
Oh, it don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. They don't care.
You gotta get a.
You got a TikTok hit? You viral?
You gotta get a cosign.
You viral?
Cosign.
You
got something with Drake?
Look. You want me to give y'all some real game? Get viral.
Pretty much want you to come like that.
Get viral. Get viral.
Hey,
That's
hold
the
up.
best advice.
This
They can't
real
deny
quick.
that virality. They can't
What is
deny
viral
it.
nowadays? How many views is viral? How many plays is viral? Is like
300,000?
500,000? Is 500, 300,000 viral? No.
When it first started in the game, when it first started back in the day, it was 1K. Now, you need 1 million to be considered viral.
Consistently, right?
Consistently.
How many consistent?
You need at least a month of TikToks, 1 million views plus.
And YouTube too.
And YouTube, if you ain't doing over at least 500K views, you not viral.
And let's talk about it real quick because we see a lot of artists, and I hate to do this, but we see a lot of
Nah,
artists.
man,
saying,
I want you to ask me any and everything.
Nah, I
want
got
you to
it,
make
yeah.
this- I want you to make this as spicy as possible.
No, we gonna make it spicy because I see he points it out. So many artists. Oh, I got so many, 1 million views. Really?
They think that equate to at least $100,000.
Or like really like that's lying. Like how you getting 1 million views?
Hey.
If you ain't even blown up and you ain't
just
even
one of
on
the moments
Prince
I gotta
level
look
yet.
back at the camera. Hold on. Boom. 1 million views does not make you rich. 1 million views does not make you rich. I will say that because I have an artist with 1 million views.
Yep, we see it.
Yes.
I have an artist with 1 million views. That means nothing. Don't get confused by the hype. Numbers, the analytic game in the record business is dying.
Dead.
They're not they're fading out of it. It's still a thing. But I know y'all seen the other day when Atlanta got busted for buying bots and buying views and comments on YouTube.
And they get charged now with buying the artist fake chains.
They buying the artist fake chains and all that. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, like the same thing with
they flossing the mugs like they real.
like with Sweetie. That's a perfect example of a whole A&R department needs to be implemented somewhere or fired somewhere.
And see, that's
all those viewers in what she said 2,000 first week.
2000. Somebody needed to get fired. And look. Here's the thing. We've been in the analytic age for so long in hip hop in the last maybe 10 years that a lot of these labels don't even have an A&R department anymore.
See, that was my next question. The last artist that I remember that was A&R'd, and I could be wrong, besides K-pop, because he's put me onto that. But in the U.S. that's been A&R'd was Justin Bieber that I can think about. That was fully like A&R with Usher or the Justin Timberlake bidding war. And all
There's been
that.
a couple of artists after, but as far as that big major label type of
because and that's what I was gonna ask you, is the A&R starting to die? Because you don't see the artist develop no more. Back in the day, the artist development, you would get the artist, you would see that people would go, like even Britney Spears would go on a mall tour, and they would basically showcase all that, and it would be a whole artist development tour. Now it's like, let me just get this artist that's on now. I don't care about the artist development.
I'm gonna tell you some real
shortcuts.
The artist development been dead for years. It's just now making a comeback.
I can see that.
It's just that. Being honest, being an A&R within the last 2 years, a year, 2 years, is making a comeback because it's like a lot of these dudes in the industry, they old. They still
out of touch.
They stuck in 04. They stuck in 03. They still stuck on when they was getting their money a different way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they out of touch. They still think like, hey, we got to do a promo tour this way and that way. They stuck. They done. Most of the dudes, the gatekeepers that's at these labels, no disrespect to none of them, honestly, they old. They don't want to let the younger dudes in. They're like, the ones that do, they're winning. The labels that have that, they're winning. QC's, that's why they're winning, because they have a strong A&R department. They got like 10 motherfuckers over there.
They got young people. They got
young A&Rs that's on call, on deck, and everybody's getting paid, and they bringing talent to the table.
Is Empire part of QC?
Nah, that's separate.
They're separate.
Yes. Like even with
Empire
Empire,
does a dude.
even with Empire,
they got young.
Empire got young. Ghazi is smart. He got young blood in the building. He don't got. And then I'm no disrespect or none at all. You can't get a dude fresh out of college and thrust him Like you can't go get little Timmy Chan from San Francisco, and no disrespect at all, and
just
thrust him in the game, and because he got a degree in marketing and promotion. You know what I'm saying?
It's not going to connect.
It's not going to connect. It's not going to connect.
You make him feel something.
He might give you one hit, and then after that, he might find that viral hit, and it's over. A lot of these dudes, they find viral hits, and it's over.
Do you remember the one-hit wonders back in the 90s and 2000s were still like big hits? Like even if you go back, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
But and then
they make a lot of money with them one hit.
If you think of even think of the Friends theme song. That's that one hit.
It's one hit,
and they're making so much buku money. Now think about the one hits. There's not many. You like one-hit wonders now are trash.
Nah, it's one-hit wonders now. Be TikTok songs.
Yep.
TikTok is
the home. And it lasts a month.
TikTok
make
is
no money.
None.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, and the rap game better get ready for it. TikTok gonna make a record label, and it's gonna be over.
I see that, and you know what?
If these labels don't get no A&Rs in there, and if they don't get no people in there that's boots on the ground, don't mind going to showcases.
What's happening?
Don't mind, you know what I'm saying,
bro?
If they don't find no people,
Asians are gonna find a way because K-pop's killing. They're gonna find a way to throw that in there and then do that, bro.
You seen Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah, and he loves K-pop.
He loves K-pop.
You know about BTS and all that?
Yeah, man, I listen to everything.
Okay, I'm making sure. Yeah, so you see, they're the biggest in the world.
BTS is making hundreds of millions.
Look at Bad Bunny.
Bro, that's another one. Bad Bunny.
Whoever Bad Bunny team, they need a
round of applause. They need bags. They need a vacation.
They getting bags. They
getting all that. And they winning together. So
that kind of goes with what is missing. All right, so you're in Austin right now. It's not where you're from, it's where you at.
Yeah,
right?
is where I'm at.
Although you from Chicago, show love. But
Austin,
what's
Berlin,
missing outside of to make more Quins, to make more of these to make more people that are getting this notoriety? What's missing from artists, and what's a pet peeve you see? Because you see all these fools with guns. That's not marketable in Austin.
No more marketability. And it's like, I hate saying it, like for places like Austin, places like Killeen, Waco kind of always had that, you know what I'm saying, that we grimy, we thugged out here.
And it's the in between. It's the in between too.
So it's like that balance. I say this, I don't want to say it because I don't want to just hurt nobody's feelings, but
I mean, keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Want to know, and they
there's a lack of creativity. Like I'm tired. Like me as an A&R, I'm tired of seeing 50 niggas in the video shooting guns.
Bro, what do you think about the video? One scene, no outfit changes. There's only one outfit.
Running guns. Everybody do running guns now.
I'm not hate to talk mess. I'm just trying to
you're not talking mess.
We're trying to make Austin better.
No. You're not talking mess. You just giving it like it need to be heard. Like it just need to be heard this way. Sometimes the best message is delivered and not necessarily a way you can interpret it, but it need to be said because it's like, come on, like let's be real here.
Let's stop BSing. We are in a freaking time to
and then here it is. A lot of artists don't like to invest in themselves.
Yes, sir.
Man.
So what do you see? What's the first thing you see of non-investment when you see an artist like he ain't investing? What's the first thing you see?
If I see you with the same song for 3 months, if I see you not on social media, if I don't see you on Instagram, blogging, posting like you should, but here it is, you telling everybody sharing, repost the same one song,
bro. That's a lot.
You're not investing. When I ain't gonna like, don't get me wrong, like I A&R, I manage, but I do music consultations, I offer music reviews, I do promo, so I know when somebody because 9 times out of 10, when somebody talk to me and I'm not their manager or whatever, I'm not doing no paperwork with nobody, it's you like for my connections and what I know, you got to pay like you weigh, especially if I know you just trying to. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to get the way you going. We gonna get there together, but I'm gonna make some money. We gonna make some money. Let's go. So at the end of the day, and I try not to be that dude that be like, oh, want to take from the artist. But shit, they don't even want to invest in themselves. They can know you, but they'll try to finesse a connect out of you,
bro.
They'll talk to you in your inbox for like 30 minutes. They'll talk to you in your inbox for like 30 minutes, right?
It ain't go ghost.
I'm gonna come shop with you, bro. I'm gonna get an EPK. I'm gonna
holler at you.
I'm gonna come see you. And they never come back. Like they cheat. Like a lot of artists are cheap. Like, and the crazy part, it be the ones that be flexing the most money, but they won't even pay for beats. They won't even pay for an interview. They won't even pay for a blogger to do a write up. People don't understand. The artists don't understand. You only need 8 write ups to get a blue check.
You only need 8 blogs to write about you. 8 to get a blue check.
Yeah, there's so many different little weird facets.
Yeah, so that's something free that y'all just got. That's $1 million worth of game y'all just got for free.
Free game.
You need 8 publications to write about you. And really out of them 8, you need the ones that are considered premium bloggers. Like if hip hop since 1987 is writing about you. All hip hop is writing about you. Key blogs.
Rap
you only
Radar.
need rap. One of those like Rap Caviar.
Hell, you can even probably finesse World Star to have it on there.
If Rap Caviar, it's another one. Rap Caviar, Genius, Complex. That's automatically verification.
No jumper now.
No jumper. That's automatic verification. Like you might need one after no jumper. You might need maybe 1 or 2 more write-ups about you, and that's automatic. But I know for sure, you just need 8.
Isn't that crazy how that overtook the radio to where radio's dead now?
Yeah,
I knew what about the radio out here because the radio they're like so far behind from everybody else.
I knew that would happen. Because the way I listen to music as an A&R, like I like the music. I'm gonna explain it to everybody. The music y'all get on the radio, I heard it 8 months ago. I hear it 8-9 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
The average single that breaks on the radio, by the time y'all get it
Out here,
it's been in the industry and it's been circulating into my mixtapes and the spinnerillas and all that for months.
Mm-hmm.
By the time y'all really get it, I'm so in tune with music, so it's like I get it like right then and there. Like fresh out, like I'm the first dude that's on Instagram early in the morning. I'm the last dude to go to sleep. So I know who dropping what. I'm catching on. I already be knowing the sleeper hits before they come out. I be listening to artists all the time that's on, and I'm like, I know this is gonna be a hit. I hear their projects, I'm like, I know this is gonna be a hit. And then after they drop their initial single, they'll come out there and I'm like, I called it. I knew that was gonna be like. I called Young Nudie. Young Nudie, my favorite rapper.
okay.
Out of the young generation, that's my favorite rapper because I called it. Everybody was, he suck. I'm like, man, you hear that man beat selection?
Yeah.
You hear that man beat selection? You hear how he simplifies what he's saying? That's all the kids and all the people want to hear. It's simple. It's simple melodic hip hop, and that's gonna sell because nobody's making killing seem like child's play.
Exactly.
It's just raw and on the edge. Yep. If you look at Young Nudie, his presentation is always like a horror movie. Mm-hmm. It's always something along the lines of child play. He makes drill or whatever you want to call it, murder music, however you want to put it. He makes it marketable.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't make every video with guns and killing.
He's just telling a story, but like
he's telling a story, but it's
making it listenable.
It's
and digestible.
I said I've never met somebody that made killing sound so fun. I've never met somebody that made killing sound so simple, like just effortless. And that's why he has the cult following. That's why when people listen to him and they're like, how he at Rolling Loud. He's at Rolling Loud because he got a cult following.
What about NBA YoungBoy? His cult following is huge.
Man, but that's NBA YoungBoy. You got to look at who that is. That's the biggest artist to me.
But still, how did he get?
hip-hop,
you got to think like, damn, he's got a freaking cult following. Cass,
yeah, but he got
waiting for that YoungBoy to drop.
He got a cult following because I would say he got a cult following based off of being a rebel. Like,
that's what I hear a lot too. Cause I only like one. I'm not gonna cap. I only like one song by NBA YoungBoy that I know, and that's No Smoke. And he put me on it.
Everybody love an anti-hero.
I say I don't even know that record. I'm not even going.
Everybody loves an anti-hero. Well, no. That's not what I'm saying. Like everybody loves. Like how you love the Joker.
Yeah.
Everybody, how you love Lex Luthor. How you love Bane. He's been able to make himself the anti-hero.
No, yeah, they like that,
and they like that. Anybody that can step out on being conformed, they like that.
Well, who's the original? One of the original anti-heroes to me was that cat Tupac.
But people fail to realize Tupac was anti-hero.
Never emulated again. Bro.
Like 50 Cent. That's why I love 50 Cent. No, I love 50 Cent so much. He's one of my favorite rappers all the time because I tell people all the time he was the last of the gangster rappers to me. He's one of the last of the gangster, like real gangster rappers. Like if you know about 50 Cent, like the younger generation don't know because they think of Power and BMF and all this.
They don't know about how to rob.
They don't know about like he really was in war with the Supreme team. He really was at war with Supreme. Like them dudes was really trying to kill him. He was really walking around with Mac 11s and going to war. He really like his homie really took Ja Rule chain. Like they really had to exchange to watch that song. When you say they had to exchange to watch for your necklace, that's real.
That beef DVD, bro.
That beef is real.
I remember that beef.
Like
DVD.
even with come on, man. Like I say, one of the last gangster rappers, nigga. When Young Buck Chain got took in Chicago, 50 was connected enough with the floor. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Flores twins, the dudes who told on El Chapo, the two twins from Chicago that told on El Chapo. Them the dudes that got Young Buck Chain went to Cabrini Green. Them Mexicans.
Like, hey, give him his chain back, bro.
And got his chain back. So that lets you know how tight. Like Bum J didn't go do it. Nobody in Chicago did it.
Think about it. He's in Houston right now in Jay Prince territory making moves. And
Yeah,
Jay Prince ain't say nothing about it.
Yeah, because that's all. Because it's understood. Real gangsters coalesce. Real gangsters get money with everybody. Real gangsters get money with everybody. Real gangsters can go anywhere. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. Like, that's what makes me good. That's what makes me good at what I do.
About that business, and ain't scared, ready to go any minute.
Yeah, I can get money. I can link with anybody. I can talk with anybody. I can talk politics, gangster shit, whatever. Like, you gotta have a brain in this shit. Like, everybody want to be thugs and all that. Like, nah, like, I never been like that dude because I always felt like that was somebody that if you had to employ violence over and over again to get your point across, you're not really a gangster.
No,
you're a
the
thug.
loudest in the room is the weakest.
The loudest in the room is the weakest. I look at dudes like, bro, if you got to be obnoxious when you're around me, like, move. Like, I don't necessarily do all that because I understand, like, the power I will. Like, I don't have to talk.
And you don't know who is capable of
myself.
what.
You don't know who capable of what.
Hell no. I got a couple Spitfire questions I want to ask you. So
go ahead.
Do you have a top producer in Austin right now that you kind of like gravitate towards?
You know,
hottest in Austin.
Man,
Birdhouse.
I fuck with Sticky too.
You like Platzis?
Yes.
Okay.
I like his style.
Those are my top three.
I like him. He dope. But they're my top three. Him, Sticky, and Plexus.
And I'm going to put you on one. I don't know if you know Noise is pretty dope too.
I've heard of him actually.
Actually, you have. Dope.
Yeah.
Noise is
nice.
dope. Shouts out Noise. A top studio in Austin that has the best sound quality, everything you like. Yeah, this is what I'm going to give to.
I don't remember the name. Birdhouse, of course. But
Birdhouse.
It's another studio in Austin that people go to. And I've been there like once or twice. I'm trying to think. And I was impressed.
There's a lot of them.
Spit Shine.
Spit Shine.
There you go. Yeah, about to say that was going to be my one.
Spit Shine.
All right. Okay. All right. So there's a resurgence. Top females
going hard right now.
Artists, females, because to me, I think females sell the best. Sorry, hey, it is what it is.
Right. Out
they
here,
got to look, yeah, in Austin.
Ooh,
man,
you got Mama Duke.
Shout out Mama Duke.
Oh man, we got Stasny.
Stasny's dope as hell. She's doing her thing.
You got Skylar. You got Skylar T.
Yep, Skylar T. Yes.
Oh man,
Gold.
I don't know if y'all familiar with her. I don't know if y'all familiar with Lynn. I don't know if y'all familiar with her.
I haven't heard of her. You put me on game.
She won the pre-roll a couple of times, but
Damn.
she came from Killeen and came out here and won the pre-roll contest a couple of times. Like,
she pulled up and won.
Her name Lynn. Shouts out to Lynn. But I ain't gonna forget Miss J-Walk. I like her too. Far as like she
Miss J-Walk grinding. Bro.
I put like this. She for sure putting on.
Pay
like
attention.
she putting on. But her, Stasny, Skylar T, Mama Duke, they leading the charge. They leading the charge.
Mama Duke's doing her thing.
I would say
killing it.
Yeah, she up next.
Yeah,
she up next.
Mama Duke making some noise.
Best,
can't deny it.
Best venue for local artists for Austin. I'm not gonna say local artists. Sorry, for Central Texas artists.
I like the Empire.
Yeah,
Empire.
I like Empire.
Okay. And let's see. Do I got any more? Oh, okay. So one more. So what's your thoughts on like the Austin scene? Like if you had to like in one word, what is that like?
Innovative. Very innovative. Like the music that I've heard, and I got hope for Austin. And it's just my honest opinion. If Austin can stay away from trying to be like so gangster and make everything about ops and sliding and killing, because this ain't that.
It's a college city, bro.
It's gangster shit going on.
It is.
This ain't that. And it's like
you gotta look at the ratio consumer base.
If they made it, I tell you what, the first artist that really conquers 6th Street and their college campus, they gonna take over the world. They gonna take over. They gonna pop off. I think the direction has been like blinded. Like everybody look at Quinn and NFN and think like, oh well,
That's the competition we gotta beat.
And they think, shout out to Quinn, but they think Quinn already done made $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's the level they want to meet,
so
and then they good.
So it garners a lot of different what I would say attention, and it's like even with Double O, like, man, I had to really realize, like, man, it's a lot of dudes that they want to sign to Double O, they want to be on Double O and all that, but it's like, you really ready to come with that?
Exactly.
You really ready to come with that? Because it's like, we gonna get to where we going. We gonna get the bag. We got a lot of shit coming up. Shout out to K Frisco, Donnie Cash, everybody. Like, we got
all them.
But it's like, at the end of the day, my word for Austin is innovator. I've met a colorful cast of characters and people out here that I'm just like, y'all got something going. And if y'all could all put it together and everybody can hand over fist, each one teach one, this
Play
could
their
be
part.
This could be a musical powerhouse, just like Houston, just like Dallas, just like Atlanta.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
and it's like, why this can't be in Atlanta? Like, this
DA.
is like the biggest college campus is here.
Yes, sir.
The live music capital of the world is here.
We got Arch Manning coming to Austin. That says
Arch
so
Manning.
much.
And then the recruiting
Tesla.
go crazy. Tesla, Joe Rogan, Netflix.
You can name it.
Let's go.
Sony BMG. Here's my thing to the artists. Y'all gotta understand. Sony BMG is here. TikTok is here.
Mm-hmm.
Tubi is moving here. Sync licensing. Look that up. Sync licensing.
Somebody who was talking about that yesterday. A lot about sync licensing. Shout out to the artists. We had somebody on yesterday who was talking about that's one of the biggest way artists is making money that they don't know about. Clover, yeah, about sync licensing. Talk a little bit more about that.
Got directed on her again.
Hey, switch the camera.
She put me on sync licensing. I was privy to that about sync licensing, IRSC codes, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She put me on that as far as like, hey, like, if a song hot enough where you got traction, or you can pitch it to directly to the actual TV shows and the people. Like, one of my artists I had, Shelly, one of my artists, her song is on Rap Shit. On HBO, Rap Shit, that TV show, it's on there.
Yeah, and that
Bands is on there. And I got a chance to see that up close and personal from the back. Like, oh, okay, sync licensing. So, cause she put me on sync licensing. Like, I didn't know nothing about that. As far as like getting IRSC codes, placements, getting your music on Tubi, Amazon.
Because if you watch a show and you listen to that, it's like different experiences, right? So if it's a captivating scene and you listen to like whatever it is, you like, yo, what is this? And it helps.
I put it to you like this. Our distribution platform, our distribution partners, shout out to EQ Distro, my man's Guap over there. Like, EQ Distro, Equity Distribution, that's basically a subsidiary of Rock Nation. That's basically a subsidiary of Rock Nation. And that's they independent like distribution label. And she was the one, when she uploads the music in the projects for my artists that's under the NQA umbrella. Like, you don't have to release with us, but for the best advantage and what we offering, we rather you do that. And it was her that was showing me, like, the music going to Amazon, you're going to Napsters, going to all these outlets, Music Choice, all this stuff. And I'm not knowing this until I'm looking. I'm like, okay, when they saying 200 different platforms, they releasing your music, and you look, and it's on Music Choice. Read what these
Music Choice. You bringing me back. I mean,
and I happened one day to be chilling, like literally chilling at my homeboy crib. He had the cable on, and Music Choice came on, and I heard one of my artist songs that's not signed on Music Choice. It just came across the TV. I was like, oh, that's Jose Trill shit. And it was just a regular release. Like, so when you release through TuneCore, United Masters, whoever, understand DistroKid, see what platforms they're offering to release your music on. Because that leads to sync licensing. They sending your music to Amazon Music. If somebody there hears it and likes it, they're gonna pull it and
on
put
the
it
Amazon Prime show.
They're gonna put it on the Amazon
and then
Prime
put it
show.
on the entities. Yeah.
So that's how I learned about sync licensing. So I didn't, like I said, when it comes to I have no problem saying this. I just learned the true business aspect of the game maybe within like the last year. within the last this year.
You're gonna still keep learning.
And I'm still learning. I did not care about the business aspect of this shit. I just wanted to make some money. That's what she's here for. I had no ambition on. I know the business because that's a give and trade. I don't think Quincy Jones made it to senior vice president of Mercury and didn't know how to read a contract. I know, but when you creative and you a visionary, why do you want to really? You don't want to read contracts.
You got an offensive coach and a defensive coach for a reason.
And I'm the offensive coach. It's the defensive coach.
Yeah, or vice versa.
And what do they say? Defense wins games.
Yeah, exactly.
So I let like certain shit like I being honest, I don't touch because it's like that's your department. Like this is what you do. Contract shit like that. That's you. We look that shit together, but that's you. So it's hand to hand with that, with having your own entity, because it's not just like NQA, no questions asked, management media, follow us on Instagram, all that good stuff. We don't do just artist development. We don't do just management. We do artist development. Like we do artist development. We get the artists that we don't necessarily get the dudes that got 15,000 followers off rip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to J-Lev.
That's real artist
development. Though. Katie, Nelly. Shout out to Shelly. Everybody. Like everybody.
You made me think about the next question. So like that was one of my last ones. What is the do you have a maybe that nobody knows about? We talked about it before. Maybe it's even him. An artist that you're like, yo, this is the guy that can go crazy out here. If I had him, yeah. Ooh. I know we talked about it before, but I don't know if it's him or not.
Austin?
Yeah, in Austin.
Ooh, I got a couple.
Who's the one though? Oh. Let's keep it spicy. You said keep it spicy. We're gonna keep it the one.
Damn.
I'm gonna say I know the one, and then you can do who is Jocks. Jocks can take over the city, bro. I'm sorry. I think who is Jocks can take over the city.
With Jocks, man, uber talented. Like if I had him, yes. But I understand the politics. I understand how shit works. Like, a lot of these kids don't understand, like, bruh, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. And you can talk yourself out of $1 million deal and don't even know it. And I fuck with Shorty and I like him. Like, if the tables was turned and it was a day late and I could go back in time, I would push for that shit to happen because he's got it. That kid has got it. When I mean he's got it, he checks every box.
He does.
And it's crazy that nobody in Austin is really invested fully into him yet.
And but he ain't doing the right things he ain't linking with the right people. He's turning everybody down.
But you know what though? I think he don't. But you know what? I think it's that awkwardness that comes with being an artist with him.
That and the wrong people in your ear.
And the wrong people in your ear. Like if you got people.
Forget all what they're saying.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man, and it's just a message to all artists. Go with your gut instinct, because every time I went against my gut, I paid the price. In this music industry shit, I'm saying this in front of her, in front of everybody. And I can say this: if I could do a lot of shit different, I would have done it different. Knowing what I know now, no, we wouldn't have took that deal that early. We would have got more leverage. I'm being 100. Knowing what I know now, I could speak on the other side of the fence. We wouldn't have took that deal. We would have got more leverage. If I know what I know now, and I love my partners, I fuck with them tough. Like I love the label. I love the label I work with. It's a regular give and take relationship. They get on my nerves, I get on their nerves. But one thing I can say, shout out to Baby Grand, shout out to Chuck, because if I don't get that man nothing else, if I don't get that label nothing else, they at least allow me to get at least change 4 people's lives.
Exactly, and that matters.
And I mean, it might seem small because I'm not where I want to be, but I know like I made my contribution to changing other lives than my own. I took a dude out his mom's house. I got him his own record label, and the way that shit happened, Donnie wasn't trying to get him signed. The way that happened, I had got Shelly signed. We had motion with Shelly Flame 912. We had motion with her. She got signed. He sent me EPK, basically an email one night and was like, hey, check this out, like see what we can do with it. And it was Dubbo, like it was like his music. And he was like, see what we can do with it. And me, I sent it to EQ. I sent it to the head of A&R relations over EQ. I sent it to 300 and I sent it to
Baby Grand. Now, naturally, I have the relationship with Baby Grand already. So, I get a call from the dude from EQ. He tells me, hold him. Don't let him sign with nobody. I'm going to get him a bag. We're going to get him a little bag, and he can give us some projects and stay independent. I give Baby Grand. Chuck hit me back that night like, hey, I want to talk to him Monday. I want him now. Whatever we got to do. He saw the potential first in the situation, and he acted very, very quickly. It was a key, I'm not going. We not going. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at that when it comes to this 00 shit. And this, I gotta pop my shit. It was, understand this. It was a king's ransom for that young nigga. It wasn't just we just signed him. Nah, ain't too many dudes that can come in the game and parlay their own record label and all that. He has a record label. The reason why we ain't signed nobody yet is because we more so focused on building what we got here first.
That's smart because there's a lot of people out here that'll go like, I'm going to go ahead and sign some artists and they ain't even hot yet.
And it's
you gotta build yourself up. You gotta put your boys on. There's a triage of stuff that needs to happen. What happened with 50? The G when it was like, let's just put he had to put Get Rich or Die Trying out first. Anyway,
and so
I see that a lot in the noise.
With the 00 album that we about to release. I wouldn't even call it a second run. It's more so like, we know what to do now. Y'all in trouble.
Yeah.
We know what to do now. We got this. We got a video coming soon. All that. It was like, we know what to do now. Y'all in trouble. I done got mature. I know what to do now as an A&R. Because even though the love of the music and the knowledge of the music doesn't make you great.
It doesn't. You gotta think.
You gotta really be smart. And I can say this, and just being 100. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
No, yeah.
I just knew I loved music.
You knew 50% of it. There's like I said, there's got to be a team that.
I just knew. I just wanted to get in the door. I had no being real, and it's just being 100. I have no plan B. This is my plan A.
That's how you gotta think.
I don't sleep.
Honestly,
I work 20. I say this all the time. I don't sleep. I'm 25/8, 366, and 367 on the leap year.
Yeah, let's go.
You have got to love this shit. If you don't love this shit like me, I don't want you on my team. I don't want you around me. I don't want you to even on my label. I don't even want you in my management group because it's like, if you ain't gonna move and hustle like me, ain't no point. Because for me, I don't have no plan B. And you're an artist. I'm going through you. So if you're not hungry, what we gonna do?
Exactly, and that was gonna be my like kind of in and out is like how if it was a young artist trying to say if they don't have the money, but you see that they're hungry, or like, if they keeping it real, like, my budget is this, I can do this, but they got some talent. How would they reach out to you the best way?
Hit me up on Instagram. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm the dude that I don't want to really take from artists, but I'm gonna keep it real. This is a you gotta pay.
It's an ROI business.
You have got to pay to get to, like, how do you think I get your blog? How do you think I get your Instagram profiles and your EPKs? And how do you think I get you on blogs? I'm greasing somebody palms.
Oh yeah,
I got connections. I'm paying somebody to do something. You're not getting this for free. So when I ask what's your budget, it ain't like to see how much money you got in your pocket. Like, how much you got in your pocket? Let me get that. It's more so along the lines of like, what we working with. So I know, like, okay, if we got $1,000 budget, I know, like, if I give such and such $250, I know I can get you 3 write-ups and a placement on a playlist that got some clout. Or I know we working with this, or I know you giving me X amount of dollars to do this. I know where we can put it. Okay, you want a beat from such and such. Well, he got a special going on. I can parlay that.
Keep it real.
That's what the A&R really is there for. The A&R is really your buffer. Your A&R is your buffer. Your A&R is allowing you to be maximum creative as possible.
And you don't have to guess.
You don't have to guess what's being going on. Like believe it or not, the A&R is bringing your writers to you. Your A&R is bringing your beats to you. He or she's the one that's bringing the producers to come collab. They the ones that's getting people hey, I think they would go good on a feature with you. Let me contact them. Half these industry dudes don't know each other. Being really, they don't know each other. They do a song with each other. They get on the video, and then they go back to their separate trailers.
Yep.
I've seen it with my own eyes. I tell people all the time, I've met so many people so far in the game, and I've yet to be starstruck because it's like, you regular like me. And the way I look at this shit, and it's just some real shit, I look at the rappers like, shit, you rapping the life, you rapping me and my niggas. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, hey, you rapping me and my niggas like. Like, it's different when you doing it and when you see somebody emulating, but when you see them talking about it, and it's like, boy, you know you from a 2-parent home in the suburbs of Round Rock. You know you come from Killeen, and your dad was a drill sergeant and your mom was a first sergeant, and you ain't never had to struggle to sell a rock in your life. Like, why are you doing this? But if it's entertainment and that's what you want to do, by all means. So I don't get, like, I could meet Jay-Z and I'd be like, shit, that's Hov. Y'all gonna laugh. The only motherfucker I could meet on God's green earth and be starstruck by is Keith Sweat. That's my favorite artist of all time. If I met Keith Sweat, I would be like, yo, that's Keith.
And he know how to make it. He know how to make it work. He didn't even sing that good.
Yeah, he ain't sing that good. He just know how to make a song.
Because he got bodied by that one chick. That one chick bodied him on
like,
Nobody.
It's Keith, but
no, I know, yeah.
It's like Quincy Jones. You meet Quincy, I'm like, oh man, what?
Quincy, I ain't gonna lie. I meet Quincy, I ain't gonna know what to say.
But and people be looking at me
like,
crazy.
hey, you Quincy.
I be around rappers in the studio, all types of shit. Atlanta, all types of shit. And they're like, shit, what's up? You want to flick? And I be, nah, I'm good. And they look at me like,
bitch ass man.
I was at Patchwork. I ain't gonna say no names. I was in Atlanta at Patchwork, and it was some rappers there, and it was like they was like cool, real cool, known rappers, like known.
No, yeah.
And I was just like, hey, yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, we like woo. Shit, and we get ready to leave, and they like, shit, you want to pick? Nah, I'm good. They looked at me like, the fuck, like everybody want to pick with us, and I'm like, and I explained to they look homeboy. He's like, man, why you want no picture? I'm like, I like the moment, like I like the moment, like,
yeah.
and fucked up as it sound, like I'm not starstruck, like I can't be starstruck by people that I know, like. If you didn't have, and it's nothing against artists, rappers, or nobody. If you didn't have this and you didn't have that, you wouldn't be who you are. Mm-hmm. So it's like I know, and then I know, like, all right, when I get around you, you sitting in the corner, you timid. I done been around rappers. They bring their girlfriend in the booth because they scared niggas gonna talk to them.
Yeah, wow. See.
Real shit. Get in the booth. Like, get in the booth with me.
They don't make them like Rick James no more.
Yeah, they do. Hey, a lot of artists are sensitive about their shit.
No, true that. I'm just saying Rick James the player.
He's a player. Don't make him like Rick James no more. A lot of cats with this rap shit, and I can say this. I do playlisting every week. I do playlisting every other week. I'm about to drop volume 12 tomorrow. I do playlisting every week, and I tell motherfuckers, $10. Put you on playlist. It's gonna get seen by dudes at Tubi, Amazon Music, all over, my industry connections, whoever, and they might like your music. And people will really come to me and be like, well, man, hey, you know, I don't got no money, but I got this. And I'll be like, that's cool. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, I barter. Like, I barter. Like, I barter and trade. Like, I understand. It's just, don't try to finesse me to get something out of me. Because it's like, I'm like, I get up at 4:30. You got to get up extra early to play with me. I'm old. Like, I'm old school. Like, I tell people all the time, like, I'm old enough to know, but I'm young enough to not give a fuck, but I'm old enough to know better.
No, yeah, we in that middle.
So we in that age where we like, like I tell people all the time, like, I'm still the cool dad when I go to my kids' school. My kids classmates be like, that's your daddy. Oh, yeah, we see his artists. My kids eat that. My oldest kids, they eat this shit up at school. Like Dubbo, Shelly, all the artists they see. Especially Dubbo, they eat because what you fail to realize is them kids love him. Yep. Dubbo, I'm going to say this. Now, I say this. Jocks, for sure, got the star quality. But Dubbo,
he got the youth.
He got the youth. And when I mean he got the youth, I mean in a chokehold. Oh,
I've seen it.
He got the kid, and that's the most dangerous shit you can give a kid like him. He has the youth. Dubbo get on the stage, Dubbo gets on the camera. That's it. When you go down the road 35 to Waco, Killeen. You go to Dallas. You go to Oklahoma. Hell, even Chicago, they love that dude.
Yeah, he got that sound.
Chicago, they love him. Well, I mean, they love Shorty. Like, they love Shorty. So it's like, that's a great thing, but that's a scary thing. Because I have to remind him, like, hey, understand what powers you wield when you talk. Understand that tongue is a powerful thing, and you got these young kids really looking at you. I don't be really worried about the older dudes. Because they going to follow. Wherever the females follow, they going to come. And when they see the young dudes going, they going to slide too. He got the youth. And that's scary. That's real scary. Because it's like, I FaceTime kids, and they be crying when they see him. Yo, that's beat up the belly. They cry when they see him. And I was like, whoa. That's when I understood, like, hey, you got to get it together. We got to get it together.
Oh, yeah.
It's an impact.
Young still too,
he's still young, though. He going through fatherhood. He learning. But one thing I can say about him, he's a hell of an artist. He love his craft. He love what he do. He love his job. He love what he do. And I can honestly say, like, working with him has taught me how to, like I said earlier, patience. I didn't have patience like this. Being in the music industry taught me patience. I didn't have patience like this. I still had the street acumen of, yo, if this don't go my way, I'm going to make a way. And with this music, you could be like, with y'all, all this right here, y'all laying groundwork. Man, it ain't nothing for revolt or somebody to come to y'all and offer y'all a deal. And like that, overnight, shit changes. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shit, it don't necessarily, it can change. Like when you're laying groundwork, you're not getting instant results. You're getting like the fruits of your labor down the road. And I didn't realize that until now. So I appreciate y'all for even allowing me to come here and explain to these artists and everything. Like, bro, it's a grind. It's hard. Podcasting is hard. It's a grind. If you're not trying to do this shit every day, get out the field. Get out the game. Like, let me say this to the artists, and I say this with all due respect, because I don't want to talk. Man, I will really drop some shit on y'all. If you do not love it, get away from it. Because I'm going to be honest with you. The money's there, but it's in the right seat, comfortable. Riding comfortable. The money is not the driver's seat.
Nope.
Early in your career. You're not. Nobody's paying you $1,500 with 2K followers to pack out a show.
Nope.
Nobody's paying you $500 a feature and you don't have a blue check. Nobody's going to give you a show for free or get you on a showcase and you don't even have 10K followers. It's real, and it's not shitting on artists. It's realizing where you are. And a lot of artists don't understand. Just because you got 10K followers don't mean you monetizing them. Just because you got 11,000 followers and you got a couple of likes and you get some reshares and people come out does not mean you have motion. Fact. Motion is when you look up on your Instagram and you see some shit like this. I make it make sense. And this ain't even a flex. This to me is what I consider motion. I'm banned right now, but when you look and you see Instagram paying you for talking,
exactly.
And Facebook pay you to talk, that's when you got motion. If you really want to do this shit, you gotta love this shit. And I say this to the people behind the scenes, the management, all that. If you don't love it, get out the way, cause you not making no money off rip. You not. And I'm sorry I gotta break it to y'all. This is me in the trenches with y'all. You're not going to get rich off this your first year of rapping. Nope. There's no Cinderella story. Before I go, there's no shortcuts. You cannot shortcut the game. He probably like, man, he preaching. I see it on his face. He preaching the gospel. Yeah, there's no shortcuts. Understand this. You're not buying your way into the game. You're not. The connections that's in the rap game that you need to get to, you have to be there. You have to fly to the Revolt Summit. You have to be at ALC. You have to go to Atlanta for A3C. You have to go to New York for the Jack the Ripper. You have to go to Chicago for Lollapalooza. You have to go to New York or LA for the Rolling Loud. You have to go to Idaho for the festivals.
You got to travel.
You have to go there. If you do not go there, you are not buying your way in the game. I don't give a fuck how many features. I know a dude that had a Young Dolph feature before he blew up. And it didn't do nothing for him because he was still in Killeen. He got a song. It's a dude in Killeen right now with a song with Young Dolph, and it ain't do nothing.
And that's the craziest thing.
And it's like, no disrespect. It's a dude with it. That's crazy, right? And he got a video with him and everything. So but it like Don't quit thinking your dope boy homies is gonna get you in the game and get you a feature and change your life. No, it comes from constantly reaching out and networking with people that don't know you. Your friends are not the world. Facebook. Oh, finna hurt some feelings with this. This song?
No, yeah, it's on.
All right, I'm being funny. I want to get this in the camera.
Myself I'm gonna get this a lot of drink, and I gotta go to I've been. I gotta go.
I'm gonna get this to the camera. Hold on. This on? Okay. Your friends on Facebook is not the rap world. Stop releasing music and sharing it on Facebook over and over and over like they are going to buy it. Those 5,000 people. That's why it's best to change your profile to a business profile and people can follow you. But for the most part, your 5,000 friends, newsflash, they've been knowing you your whole life. They're not buying your music. They will go look at your video one time. They are not going to support you. They have been knowing you as Little Elijah your whole life. There is no reason for them to buy your records. Instagram is where you need to be. Twitter is where you need to be. Snapchat is where you need to be. But on Facebook, limited to your 5,000 friends that you've been knowing since high school, you will not get the support you seek there. So to all artists, please, I'm begging you, excuse me, stop going to Facebook thinking like this is the wave to make music. And it's not. It is not the wave to make music. It is just not. It's not the place to promote your music. It's okay to take pictures and let people see what you got going on. But to actually make music and actually promote that shit, don't think Facebook gonna save you, because it's not. It's not. It's really not. Clubhouse is where to be. Instagram is where to be. Facebook pushing your music is not where to be. And I'm sorry that I have to break this to the Facebook rappers who record and then send a song to you in the inbox. I'm sorry to break this to the Facebook rappers who do trillers and TikToks and post them on there and say that's their new single. That Facebook shit is like damn near obsolete. The only reason why people is on Facebook now is to save face and keep a presence. That's it. And drop one-liners. Nobody's on Facebook anymore to really promote and sell shit, sell goods, but music, no. Your 5,000 people you've been knowing your whole life not going to support you. So releasing music for Facebook, cut it out. Stop. SoundCloud, I love SoundCloud. Great tool. But newsflash, SoundCloud is not the place where you're really going to get known and noticed that.
Not no more.
Not no more. The SoundCloud wave died 3 years ago. Juice WRLD was the last of that.
He was the last one.
Juice WRLD was the last of the SoundCloud rappers.
Triple X, and they both gone.
That was it. There's no such thing anymore these days. And we're coming. And I'm saying this as we're doing this. We're coming out of the phase of analytics and going back to organic artists.
You ain't lying.
ESTG is organic. That's the beauty. Want to know the beauty of the master? I got it. I got the game for you. The master stroke with ESTG. He's organic. Before you heard him, his projects, look at he had El Toro. He got shit before he got signed. He was already coming. Yo Gotti, want me to tell you why he's a success? He's finding artists that were developed. Mm-hmm. Y'all A&Rs and CEOs are not finding artists that are developed. Y'all are finding artists that are getting in the studio, dranked out, peeled out, and they making one good song and 30 mid ones, and y'all giving them deals. Look at ESTG. Look at Glorilla. If you look at the success of CMG, every artist has a prior identity before they got there. The only one that had a tough time and didn't even have a tough time because he was just really just a shooting and robbing dirty nigga. No disrespect. Black youngster. That's it. He was really a shooter. Mm-hmm. And he pulled him off the streets. You know what I'm saying? And even then he had a little profile on the rap shit. You get what I'm saying? But if you look at the CMGs, you look at the QCs, you look at the ones that are really thriving, they're doing in-house artist development. They are taking the money that Motown, they're taking the money that Interscope provide them, and they're getting talent. They're building them through the ranks, and then they're popping out with the rappers. That is something that these labels have to start doing. Start funding your artist development, because within the next 10 years, we are leaving the analytic phase of music now. It's happening now. The shit with Sweetie shows you. The shit with Atlantic shows you. The analytic game means nothing anymore. It's starting to die. Mm-hmm. It is the beginning of the end now. So the best thing you can do now is start. Look, here's the thing. Gucci Mane ahead of it. Start giving these artists labels, joint venture deals. Start giving these artists joint venture deals so they can curate the talent that they have around them and build it to give you a stable of good, consistent artists that can carry a tour. YBN was the last of that. Dreamville is doing that. Mm-hmm. Young Nudie and 21 Savage is doing that with 1500, and they're doing that with what's the other dude, Baby Drill. Mm-hmm. They're doing it with him. All the labels that are flourishing, they're taking the money that they're getting and they're putting it towards the artists to develop them. That's what they're doing. And the labels don't understand. These big major labels don't understand that. How these dudes are coming up with a little subsidiary dudes that's popping up under them. Because when y'all get them that bag, they going back to the hood. Hey, you, and you. We know you little niggas is rapping. We gonna get y'all up out of here. Studio, lock them in. Baby Drill just beat a murder charge. 21 Savage and Young Nudie had 250K in a fresh contract in a car waiting on him as soon as he got out of jail. Mm-hmm. Cause they put that work in with Shorty to get him there. They had that money waiting on him cause they put the work in to get that out of him. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's not happening anymore. A lot of these artists are expecting, hey, you do something for me for free, I'll pay you later. Oh, I'm dope. You should fuck with me. Okay, you dope. I should fuck with you. But what you doing to fuck with you? What are you doing for yourself? As far as like, what motion do you have before you come to me and expect me to blow you up? Mm-hmm. Or put my pedigree of music and knowledge behind you? What are you doing? Because one thing about us and one thing I said about her, she anal as fuck when it comes to releasing music and all types of shit. Yeah, she anal as shit. She anal as a motherfucker when it comes to music. So it's like, we just ain't gonna put out no trash. Quality control is real. A lot of artists want to get in the studio, cat in the hat rap, and that's not a hit. No, I don't want to hear how many thoughts you hit. I don't want to hear about you being drank and zan out 24/7.
Punching in every
2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes.
Getting mad because you ain't got no weed to smoke. Get mad because you ain't got a zan to pop or some shit like that. Like
no, that's your fault.
That's your fault. A lot of niggas is getting in the studio and they playing with the studio time. They playing with it. And then they expect somebody to invest in them and put their money in them. Nah, I don't got no problem saying this. A lot of the shit I do, if I'm not managing you and got no paperwork on you, or you haven't aligned yourself with NQA as an entity or 00, you gonna pay me. Oh yeah, you gonna, for my expertise and what I know. Oh yeah, we gonna get some. If I gotta put my legwork into what you got going on, compensate me.
How would they like find you to what would the best way to be to approach you to compensate you? Like, would they find you at social media, or would it be
social media?
Yes,
yeah, so Instagram.
Where would they find you at on IG?
Big Gang 039 NQA Management and Media. On Instagram, Facebook, Caddy Faulkner. If you can't get in contact with me, hit her up. Simply put, on Instagram. Hit her up on Facebook. Dominique Carey. Like, that's the COO. I'm the CEO of NQA Management and Media. Like I say, A&R extraordinaire. Like, I just don't deal with artists just in Texas. I got artists in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Lil Boss Luck. Who else? Jay Capone, my man Big Gang, my nigga Big Bang. I got a couple of artists out of Chicago that's really doing their thing right now. Big Glock 30. I got a lot of people that's really like making motion. Atlanta, New York, New Jersey, Kentucky, all over. So it just ain't just Texas. It's more so along the lines like this is where it's based out of. And
you just out here. This is
I don't want to leave Texas. I like Texas. I'm moving to Houston to Dallas, but I don't think I'm gonna leave Texas.
Nah, heck no. Nah. It's in the right city, bro. You in the right city.
I don't think I'm gonna leave. Nah, I like Texas. Period. And I can honestly say, like, for the most part with y'all platform that y'all got, keep doing this, because it's like,
They don't have Central Texas, not even just Austin. We gonna go beyond that. We don't have this. They don't have this. They don't have outlets like this to where they can come and they can speak and they can talk.
Need that.
And they need that. They need that. It's a lot of artists that they don't get. They don't understand. Like they don't even have microphone etiquette. They don't even know how to do this with you guys. They don't even. A lot of these artists.
They be way back on that chair basically.
Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
they
just
like, hey, step up, and they be looking at me crazy. Like I told them to jump off a bridge.
Trying to be too cool.
Man,
way
you know
too
what?
fucking.
You know
way
what's
too
crazy?
Freaking cool.
And it's something I had to learn with interviews and everything. A lot of these artists and a lot of the dudes from the street, we don't know how to talk on no microphone.
Oh, bro,
it's a talk like what you feel. I feel like the whole time the microphone been in front of me. I feel like I'm struggling with the fact like I feel like I'm in a courtroom. Whole time I've been sitting here, I've been thinking I swear to God,
especially when you live.
That's why I've been looking at the camera because it's like I'm watching myself on the microphone because I feel like I'm on the stand. That's hard as shit. Like, for a nigga like me, like I feel like I'm on the stand. Like, you got this mic in front of me. So nah.
Trust me, some cats be like, Nah. Go look at my shortest interview was 9 minutes. The dude was too blow to even do the interview.
Nah, man. I wanted when I came here. I said my main thing was just come and educate. Come educate.
And you definitely did that, bro.
Educate and talk and
That's
let the masses know.
In the chat, you speaking facts, you giving real knowledge. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, everybody in the chat. There's a lot of artists that's gonna pick that needs to pick up game up.
And it's like, if this is my thing. If I can get one or two artists that heard what I said and take that knowledge and run with it, I did my job.
Oh yeah, one.
Because at the end of the day, like for me, like let's get this understood. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. Money is great.
Oh, money's always great.
The money is great, but I love music. Mm-hmm. I don't listen to just rap. I listen to rock. I listen to alternative music. I love Marilyn Manson, ZZ Top, Beastie Boys. I listen to Leonard Skinner. I listen to Kid Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm a music head. Like I listen to Celine Dion. Mm-hmm. I listen to people. Like I really listen. I really like play music. Like I can play instruments. Like I can play the guitar, I can play the piano, I can play a drum set. I'm a musician at heart, and that's what makes me a great A&R. I don't want to sound arrogant. For me and me personally, I've mastered the art of sound. I know what I want to hear when I go to a studio from a producer. I want to start my own production team. I don't want like one producer. I want like Justice League. I want like P. Diddy the Hitman. I want like a 5 or 6 man team.
Yeah, a team.
And one collective brain, because some point down the line, we took the Martin Scorsese effect out of music. Everything a minute and 49 seconds. Nobody makes movies anymore.
It's all short attention spans.
Nobody makes movies anymore. Nobody makes movies anymore. They do 1 verse and a half, no hook, and they get on the video, show a whole bunch of guns, a whole bunch of weed smoke, a walking federal indictment, and basically a walking federal indictment, and then get mad when don't nobody want to look at their video. We just seen on you know how YouTube you scroll.
Yep.
We done seen like 50 videos of
guns and shit.
Guns. So my main thing, if you're an artist and you want to get into contact with me, you want me to notice what you got going,
give me something different.
Give me something different. I am tired of looking at violent videos, and I am a street nigga. I am tired of guns in videos. Like, there's no more storytelling. Like, I don't remember a video. When was the last time we had a Ja Rule like video where a dude was actually in love and chasing the girl around or something?
February 29th.
What happened to 21 Questions when he was in jail and he fought? And it was, now it's like
there's no storyline.
There's no storyline. It's just, all right, we on the block. We on the block. We fucking the thoughts. We out with the ops. Bang, 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 bang. And that's it. And that's it. That's what we getting. And that's it. And it's like, y'all want somebody to sign you? Most labels don't sign you unless they feel like they can get 5 albums out of you. That's a secret.
That ain't never said secret, but I'm just giving some free game away. Most labels won't sign you unless they feel like they can get 5 albums.
And all of them are singles.
And all of them, and it's in the way it's going right now. Take it from personal experience. I had an artist that was supposed to drop an album, and they was like, "Well, nah, we'll pay you still, and we just single you out. We just do a single by single." They not into dropping albums no more. They singling by single so they can get more money. Because album holds less weight than single by single. Because if I got an album with 15 to 18 songs, and out of them 15 to 18 tracks, I got 6 singles. My streaming crazy. My streaming crazy. If I'm a CEO, I'm winning. If I got 4 or 5 artists and I'm doing singles lick by lick, and we doing marketing. So that's the thing. So I don't want to overtalk my time.
No, you good. I was looking at
So I want to say this before I just like really like sign off and everything, and I let this be my real like bit of advice. Read what you sign if you want to get signed.
Definitely.
Read your contracts. Get an entertainment lawyer, because when I got in the game, I didn't know I needed it. Like the label had to tell me, "Hey, for your artist, you need to get an entertainment lawyer." And it just so happened they could have fucked me. They could have fucked us and let Shelly sign the contract with no entertainment lawyer. But that I appreciate that for sure. Like I say, like they definitely taught me the game on like a mentorship level. Like dealing with a label, you learn like the little intricacies. And most label executives, they could be dickheads. And I can say that like, man, fam. Chuck, the CEO of Baby Grand, Chuck Wilson, he taught me a lot. Like I won't necessarily say like he like, oh man, he warm to me and just it's my son and all that. But as far as like on a business level, he done taught me some shit like I could be fucking you over, but I'm gonna show you this so you can learn the next time you go around with somewhere else or you deal with some other people. I'm gonna show you how to do it, because you don't know. And a lot of labels, they will fuck you. They're like, understand this. The label job is to get as much as they can out of you for the lowest price possible.
For the ROI.
They are a business. They are an entity. They are nothing but an investment company that deal in the business of records. Listen to that again. A label is an investment company that deals in the business of music. That's it. They are loaning you money for your music, your image, and your likeness. Most deals nowadays are all 360s because they realize that music is not making it anymore. Megan Thee Stallion is a big artist, but she is getting, I don't want to say pimped, but everybody who's involved or got a hand in getting their money.
Basically pimped though.
You got she getting money. They all got their Rock Nation got their hand in it. 1501 got their hand. Everybody got their hand in her bag, because it's been investments to get her what she needed. 1501 put that in her. I no disrespect to Rock Nation at all, because they did what they were supposed to do. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna ignore the fact that I don't know if people familiar. Carl Crawford. He used to play for the Dodgers. He got baseball money. He's from Houston. Money. Sports money. That money longer than rap money. So when he found her, he was the first one. He was the first dude that was putting money in her. Niggas understand Tina Snow 1 and 2. That was all out his pocket. That was him.
That's what
the album that took her to the next level. That white, when she had on the white, that 2-piece white suit. He paid for that out of pocket. So however he going about how he want his money, you got to understand that man went out a couple of M's for you. Your image prior to him was okay. But I ain't gonna say okay. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just being 100. Your image prior to the man that really discovered you was so. You was in college. You wasn't looking too good. Now you got a man that's putting money behind you, putting it into you, and when you get to where you going, and you get with another team, it's like fuck him.
Oh yeah, now it's on to the next.
and it's like that ain't right. That ain't right. So it's like at the end of the day, most artists got investors. Don't be fooled. If you're an up and coming artist, don't be fooled. Don't be misled. Don't be fooled. Please don't be fooled. A lot. Get if you can get you a business plan. Let me give y'all some game before I dip.
We got about 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. I'm gone. Get you a business plan. Get a business plan. It's ways to pay the people that are investing in you back through your music. But you have to take the money that they're investing in you and put it into marketing, put it into motions, put it in your look. Not tricking, not buying cars, not buying drugs and weed and fucking off studio time. Going to the bloggers, going to the dirty glove bastards and taking the money that you've got to invest and paying for the interviews, paying for the getting where you need to be.
Or just connecting.
Go get the For the Block performance. Them things $1,000 in Atlanta. Fly out to Atlanta. Go get that for $1,000. For the Block is one of the biggest platforms in the world right now. That's $1,000. $1,000 in Atlanta. And they probably, and that's since that was before. They probably went up now. I'm pretty sure they up now. Like maybe a couple, like $3,000 or something now. So with that, and they're doing customized. So when you get the money that you getting to invest, make sure you invest. Don't go buy you a chain and a car. Come up with a business plan to, hey, I know if I put this much into my stream, and I put this much into my image and my views, I'm going to get this X amount of money back off this album and this album I drop. And when I get these percentages, I'm going to pay. Instead of when I get all this income off, instead of keep doing a 60-40, I'll do a 70-30 with you. We'll do a 70-30. I'll let you get the 70. I'll keep the 30 because you gave me 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So you put in on that. You put in you put in on this project. You made this happen. You gave me a budget. I got beats. I got videos. I got my ice. I got my little whip. I'm doing my thing. If I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna invest in the right shit because that's gonna make people come fuck with you more. Ain't nothing like when you know you can do good business. So it's like at the end of the day, that's
Can't
the
argue
best.
with that.
That's the best thing I can suggest. Get you an investor. Don't rush to sign the deal. If you sign the deal, be ready for the long run. Be ready to be told no. Be ready to be told like you can't do this and you can't do that. And it's not bad. It's the sake of business because guess what? The labels are protecting their investment. Like she said earlier, they have to maximize everything you're doing because they need their money back. So if you're gonna get signed, make sure you're in a position to where you want to pay their money back expeditiously. That's
or
one,
don't spend it.
Or don't spend it at all. Hold it.
Yep.
Hold it and penny pinch. But at the end of the day, for me, like I say with this music shit, I wouldn't be who I was without the experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly. Being an A&R is better than being a manager. Cause it's like don't get me wrong, being a manager is great. But being an A&R is even better because it's like if once I find the artist that I can run with and I can make magic with, that's it. Like I love that I got Shelly where she needed to be and she at where she at now. Cause it's like I did that. I can look at that now and be like, I did that. I know for sure. Like we NQA as a whole, we got you out the gate and where you needed to be. That's dope. Now it's time for the next. Now it's time for next up. Now it's time to take the next star, build this product and get it out the gate. Then it's time to get the next person and get them up and out the gate. Because that's what it's about. It's about creating a legacy, a lineage of music to last. And a lot of these labels and these groups don't have that. At NQA, that's what we're trying to develop. A strong artist development and talent agency. Like multimedia. Like I got NQA ladies. We got a department for ladies and all that as far as like videos and club life and scenes and all that. But for the most part, like with NQA, it's more so like ground roots artist development. We offer everything. It's like you can't beat it. You can't. It's impossible. We offer in-house distribution opportunities, like with the in-house distribution that you might not get nowhere else. And at the end of the day, like you have somebody that got more than damn near 10 years of industry know-how, and then you got the apex businesswoman over here. So we good. It's good shit coming NQA way. 00 Records. I'm gonna just say this: we got some shit coming real soon for the end of the year. I can't speak on it all the way because
we're waiting for it.
Waiting.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is this: it will be before the end of the year, and I think y'all gonna love this shit. Cause it's not, like I said, it's not a second win. It's just we know what to do now. Yeah. Shouts out to Donnie. Shouts out to Dubbo. Shouts out to Jose Trills, TME Trigger, everybody that's on the 00 project. Shelly Flame, Northside Nino out of Waco. I love him. Oh man, Northside Nino. If you watching this, what's up? That's all I'm gonna say. Other than that, for the most part, Shout out to everybody on NQA, J-Liv, Katie, Nelly. Shouts out to the whole NQA ladies. I don't gotta shout her out because she right here. That's my right hand man. So I mean,
her thing.
That any like you see, she in the back. She move like a gangster. She chilling. She don't even want the spotlight.
She moving in silence.
Yeah, she moving in silence. She move like a gangster. So at the end of the day, that's just the way it's supposed to be. Like Pop Austin Media, y'all know y'all good with me. Whatever y'all need. If y'all, I don't give a fuck. Y'all want another interview next time? I'm gonna come with the crew.
Oh no! Yeah, we're gonna continue this because you just gave them so much game. They all tapped in. ATX May said he's soaking up all the game.
So I just like, and this the thing, like man, when I sit and I do consultation with artists, not just saying give me $100 for this or give me $50 for this or give me $30 or $40 for this. If anything, just no bullshit. You paying for the fact that I'm about to give you $1 million worth of game and I'm about to give you something to tell you something that's gonna help you go to the next level.
It's really just showing that you paying your worth and you really dispense at least some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like show me that you just
care. And that's the thing. I hate the people that like nobody's getting more advantage taken of them than the unsigned artists. Let's get that understood. And that's a phrase that I learned a long time ago because if they really love what they do, they're gonna pay for it.
Yep. They're
gonna pay for it. And the only thing I can say is with that, if you build it, they gonna come. And you gotta build it the right way. It has to be organic. You buying your numbers, that shit don't do good.
We gonna leave it with that because that's a whole nother tangent.
Yeah,
get into that next time.
Let me go.
Appreciate Big Gang. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in. You know how to say A&R in Chicago and Central Texas. It seemed like I don't know nobody making more moves than Big Gang. Man.
Like, subscribe, go crazy. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Appreciate the free game. This is my guy Big Gang. Got my girl right here doing her thing too.
Dom.
Yeah. Give her one more look. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
I was like, man, like shit. You know what they say, like, bro? Like, I have no like for real. Like, I wouldn't be doing what I do with her. I still be doing the street shit. I still be on some street shit.
Had to give her some looks, man.
Yeah, like you can't. Like usually, I do the interviews and shit dolo. I was like, nah, like this time you gonna come, like you gonna go, cause like I feel like it like I hate saying like this. It like I told her the other day, I meant that shit. Like it's time for us to start choosing us in this aspect. Like we've been putting the artists first, but in order for NQA to really grow the way we needed to, we have to choose us. So I was like, nah, like that shit dead. Like just sitting and just chilling and expecting some shit that don't get me wrong, which is gonna happen. It's just we gotta put that legwork in. So that's what it was with me. Like nah, I'm tired of doing this shit solo dolo. You gonna come too. You gonna come get your flowers too because it's like it ain't all about me. I didn't build this by myself. And I think that's the biggest contrary like I got to where I got by myself. I didn't. I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have even thought to get a DBA.
It's impossible.
Or do none of this shit. I swear to God I wouldn't have. It wouldn't even came because my mindset, the way I think now compared to 2-3 years ago, totally different. I ain't even the same person. I ain't the same.
We went from Big Gang to Big Game, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
They'll definitely be back. Here, man. Definitely be back multiple times, man.
Big Game right here, man.
We gonna come back and do this again for sure.
For sure.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
You gotta bring an artist next time.
I'm gonna bring the whole crew. J-Lev, everybody, man.
Oh, yeah. Come through too.
Shout out to GMB. Shout out to GYB. You know, that's the home squad. GMB Drizzy. Y'all look out for my man. He got a song with Mo3, the late great Mo3, Hustle.
RP.
Shout out to GMB Drizzy. Shout out to Dollar. Shout out to the whole gang. GYB Zay, Brother Red, the whole gang, NQA. Everybody, man. Like, let's go. Let's turn up. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Yes, tap in. I got number. Hey, I ain't Wallow and Gilly, but I got $1 million worth of game. You might bite your teeth on.
He definitely got $1 million worth of game. This is Jet with Pop Awesome Media, and I'm signing out.
Blessings, man. Y'all be easy, man.